This is Meteorologist Matthew East, and this is the latest edition of the Carolina weather video here for the 6th day of November on this Thursday. And a pretty good amount to talk about, including Paloma down in the Caribbean Sea. I'll talk about that toward the end of this video. Stay tuned for that here in just a couple of minutes. First of all, there's the big picture across the lower 48. There's that area of low pressure riding up the coast. That's what brought the Outer Banks the really foul weather over the past few days. Another area of low pressure sitting over South Dakota. Cold front trailing down from that this morning. And you can clearly see that in the temperature pattern. Ahead of that front, a nice push of very mild air here up into portions of the Mississippi Valley, all the way up into Wisconsin, 50s and some 60s in Illinois this morning. But behind that cold front, a significant push of a chillier air surging down through the Rockies. And you can see here on the radar imagery that this is snow back into parts of Nebraska and the Dakotas. And then ahead of that front, you've had severe weather issues overnight in parts of the southern plains, and that severe weather threat continues today in the Ozarks as well as the lower Mississippi Valley. Meanwhile, the radar very quiet here now around our area this morning. Let's talk about the overall pattern. Here we are today. A nice trough associated with that next storm system for us. A brief amount of ridging here, 500 millibars. That'll give us a very nice day today and tomorrow. There we are tomorrow, still ahead of that next storm system. But here we are finally on Saturday, that trough swinging into our area. On Sunday, much the same. Now here we are on Monday, our next little piece of energy rounding the base of a trough heading our way. That'll bring us some rain chances probably Tuesday and Tuesday night. And then toward the end of next week, this is Friday evening, pretty significant trough swinging in. That's the GFS, the European, in pretty good agreement, although it's a little slower. But the general idea here is that there'll be another storm system moving through at the end of next week, Friday or Saturday, sometime around there. So let's take the GFS here, one day at a time. And here we are today, a good-looking day. We'll see lots of sunshine, highs well up into the 70s. Tomorrow, much the same, a good deal of sun, 70s for highs, and we'll squeeze in a completely dry day ahead of this next cold front. Clouds will begin increasing in the afternoon. The mountains will see some showers tomorrow afternoon, but for the Piedmont, we should stay dry until later tomorrow night and Saturday morning. That's when we could see some showers as that front pushes through. Not a very heavy rain event at all. The main dynamics well off to our north. Some folks will miss out on the rain altogether, but probably a broken band of showers pushing through later tomorrow night and Saturday morning, then clearing Saturday afternoon as the cooler air pushes in. Saturday's highs in the 60s. And then probably lower 60s for highs Sunday. This is Sunday's map. Lots of sunshine out there as the cooler air continues to filter in. All right, very much a winter-like look here on this pattern in terms of the overall setup. We have an area of low pressure taking shape over the southern plains, high pressure in the northern plains sort of nosing down the eastern side of the mountains. Will be dry Monday, but a cool day. And here we are Tuesday, that next system pushing in. We have one of our Carolina wedge scenarios unfolding for us. So it looks like clouds arrive Tuesday, some showers eventually move in, and that'll continue Tuesday night, maybe into part of Wednesday as well. And it'll be a chilly rain. Temperatures probably in the 50s for much of the rain event coming up Tuesday into Wednesday. And then finally, at the end of the week, there is that next storm system taking shape, and it looks like still that'll be a pretty strong system that swings through here Friday or Saturday. We'll have to see how far north it tracks, if we have any thunderstorm chances, but at least another good shot of rain it looks like on the way at the end of the week, Friday and Saturday. So a couple storm systems coming up. One brings some rain chances Tuesday, maybe into Wednesday, and another one Friday into Saturday of next week. All right, let's talk about Paloma. Paloma looks pretty good on the satellite imagery this morning. Paloma was upgraded to a tropical storm with the 4 a.m. advisory this morning from the National Hurricane Center. There is the spread in computer model guidance. And really the overall track guidance here is in pretty good agreement with the track off to the north and then off to the northeast. But I don't think that's set in stone. Let me show you real quick the hurricane warp. It continues to make this a major hurricane. 920 millibar pressure here as this approaches Cuba. And that would be on, let's see, Sunday morning. And this is the National Hurricane Center forecast. They take it to Cuba overnight Sunday night as a hurricane, and then across the Bahamas and weakening as it moves into the western Atlantic. But I don't think this is set in stone. I still am concerned that the trough that swings into the eastern U.S. this weekend might miss the system in some capacity, and it might wind up meandering around the Caribbean Sea for a couple of days early next week. We'll see. Still really two options on the table. The first option is that this does get picked up by the weekend trough and pushed out into the Atlantic. The other option is that the trough either picks up just part of the system or maybe misses it altogether, and we still have something down in the Caribbean Sea next week. Either option on the table. A lot of the model guidance, the global models indicating that it might stay in the Caribbean Sea. We'll just have to see how that unfolds as we head on into the next couple of days. All right, that is it for this edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone have a great Thursday, and God bless.